This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
We have the Sleaze. We keep it under lock and key. It's brought to you by McDonald's. Archways to Opportunity helps employees achieve their dreams. To learn more, visit McDonald's.com.
Let's check out the box office. Have you been to the theater lately, Bonds?
Man, I cannot even tell you the last time.
I know. Dogman at number 5. Paddington in Peru at 4. Number 3, The Monkey. Last Breath at number 2. Captain America, Brave New World, 15 million, but globally, Barnes, over 300 million. Good for the MCU or whatever it's called.
Universe, yeah.
I'm not a fan of, but I get it. I have to say this. This looks like something you and I will both watch. Paramount Plus announces the release date of the new series Mobland. Guess who the creator is? Guy Ritchie.
Why have I heard of that? Mobland.
Yeah, premiering March 30th. Pierce Brosnan as the head of an organized crime family. Here's the cast. Tom Hardy, love. Helen Mirren, initially planned as a spin-off of Ray Donovan. Mobland morphed into a standalone production, and it's got an A-list roster. And again, March 30th on Paramount Plus. The new one from Guy Ritchie. Lots of other movie trailers out. Andor Season 2. The highly anticipated trailer for Andor Season 2 has been released, giving fans a little bit of a glimpse into the next chapter of Cassian Andor's journey. The second and final episode, acclaimed Star Wars series, premiering April the 22nd on Disney+.
We're in a war. You want to fight? Or you want to win? Remember this moment. You're here, you're right here, and you're ready to fight.
There is a show on Netflix that is massive, drawing almost 70 million more viewers and viewing hours than the second place show in history of Netflix. What do you think it is?
So we're not talking about now, we're talking about all time?
Yes.
Ooh, a show, not a movie. Love is Blind?
I knew you were going to go for a reality show.
Dominating. What is it?
Squid Game.
Oh, yeah.
Massive. Squid Game, and they're saying for the last year, the second one was Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez show. But you know what's really interesting about this? Most of the Netflix originals do really well, and I can understand that. You got Squid Game, The Perfect Couple, Monsters, Emily in Paris. These are all Netflix series or movies. Nobody Wants This, Carry On. Guess what? I've watched every single one of them. Followed clousely by The Union and Rebel Ridge. I think Netflix rules.
Everyone says, every single person that I know that has watched Squid Game just raves about it, and I still just glaze over and don't even think for a second to go watch it because there's so much on that's pulling me in.
We talked about this because I never bail on stuff, and you bail, which is kind of smart. I usually stick with everything. I kind of bailed after season 1. I don't know. It just didn't hit me.
Well, that was the same way with your soccer show. After season 1, I felt like it...
You're like, see ya.
Well, what's it called? With your dude, it's coming back. The Mumford & Son song.
Oh, you never liked Ted Lasso, which I was shocked.
No, I loved the first season, and then I felt like the second season, I don't know, I just dropped.
I have an update for you on the Menendez brothers. Governor Newsom signals support for the Menendez brothers by ordering what is called a risk assessment probe. I think he wants clemency because I don't know if you heard this, but like a week ago, they were dealt a blow from that new LADA, Nathan Hochman, who declared last week that, I really don't want a new trial for them, kind of shutting down that avenue. So we'll see.
They're toying with these dudes. Back in Thanksgiving, everyone thought it was imminent right before that. Oh, they might even be out at the Thanksgiving dinner table.
It's unbelievable. And so I guess we'll see. Everyone's like on the edge, especially the family. Apple TV revealing a new documentary event, Bono, Stories of Surrender, premiering May 30th.
Wow.
Bono Stories of Surrender. It's a bold and lyrical visual exploration of Bono's one-man show by the same name, which I never got to see, but now, of course, you can see it very soon on Apple Plus.
Dude, there's so much talent in that family now.
Unbelievable.
With his son's band, Inhaler, and Eve Houston continuing to dominate with all the roles she's getting.
I love Eve Houston.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Kendrick Lamar's new comedy show with South Park. Did you hear about this?
No.
He's teaming up with Matt Stone and Trey Parker on a new live-action comedy set to hit theaters July 4th. The film will face competition from Universal's Jurassic World 4 and Warner Brothers' Superman later this month. No title yet.
That's a tough weekend to try and barge into.
I know. Jason Reitman joined Dana Carvey and David Spade on the Fly on the Wall podcast. They started talking about Chevy Chase, and Reitman told the story of what Chase said to him after screening his movie Saturday Night. Dana Carvey then explains how you handle Chevy Chase.
Chevy loves to say the thing you're not supposed to say.
Yeah.
To the extreme, where it can go wherever it wants to go.
I have an example for you. And I've known Chevy. I've known Chevy my entire life. I grew up with his kids and stuff. So Chevy comes in to watch the movie, and he comes up to me after and he pats me on the shoulder and goes, "Well, you should be embarrassed."
What a exact Chevy thing. You couldn't even write it better. It's a funny thing to say, but then you got to look at the meter and go, what percentage was real? Was it all a joke?
I think the key is, if you can, I just say yes to everything. He at one point he goes, "I had a way bigger career than you guys." And we both went, "Yeah, of course you did." So if you go back in time, he says, "You should be embarrassed." I'm completely humiliated.
Yeah.
And then the air goes out of the balloon. Then he's more like, "Hey, it wasn't that bad," But you always say yes.
And finally, the American Music Awards will return on Memorial Day, May 26th on CBS and Paramount Plus. Now, this is the 51st annual ceremony. They're going to celebrate iconic music in America and continue its tradition of course, a fan-voted award. This year's event will honor veterans with special performances and memorable moments. That is your Celebrity Sleaze.
This is a PSA, or public sock announcement. Experts have declared Bombas socks as the best way to warm up chilly feet. These pairs are super cushy, soft, and designed for maximum coziness. Plus, for every pair purchased, another pair will be donated, so someone in need of essential clothing can stay warm this winter. Go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.